questions that have come out in the past few days regarding an email spoof, or I don't know what the technical term we want to call it, Chuck Phelan. But this afternoon, we're honored to have Chuck Phelan from IT with us, who will give us sort of an overview as to what happened, and then talk about what you can do to position yourself for optimum cybersecurity so that you don't have to worry about being hacked. So Chuck, can you jump in and correct my description?
Well, that was a perfect description. Thank you, Dr. Cox. Good afternoon to everyone. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I am the Director of Network and Client Services here at the college. And as President Cox said, yes, we've had a rash lately since maybe mid last week of phishing emails coming through our system that unfortunately went out to pretty much all students within our directory, as well as most faculty and staff. It's a very specific phishing email. It's an advertising email, something to do with rugby, a company that wants you to, they're going to pay you money. It came through under many headings to the students, mostly part-time job opportunity was the most prevalent one. Maureen, can I pull up that slide presentation just to go to the?
Okay.
Or I can share my screen if that's easier. All right. Yes, that's perfect. So this was an actual one that came in, went very similar to many of the students. We crossed out the name. This was from the problem with this one. This is from an actual. One of our actual users. It's a legitimate email address. It was a legitimate email account. This individual's email account, their credentials got hacked. We're still trying to figure out how. And at that point, the account was taken over and used to send out these job advertise while driving, part-time job offer emails. And if you look at this, the ones I've highlighted here, this is courtesy of our CITO, Rick Wixom pointed this out. Look at the timestamp on this. This email went through at 3:13 a.m. That's one of the first indicators that this might be a problematic type of email. You shouldn't be getting emails sent from people at 3:13 a.m. The other one that's highlighted down here is this address, Walter Spitzer, with a strange at outlook.com address. That was another indicator that this is a phishing email. And the most interesting one is that it's asking you, it's saying you are going to get $250 weekly, including $50 for gas. And Maureen, if you go to the next slide on that one, it's a variation of it. This was kind of the second step of it. Welcoming, if you click through the first part, welcomes you to the program. And I've highlighted once again the strange email address that came from. Down the bottom is www.olympic.org. That is the actual website it's going to. A lot of these phishing emails, it won't be the same website as what they've stated down there. The problem with this is these things are getting much more complex, and it's difficult to tell because I spoke with some people, some of our faculty and staff, and from time to time job opportunities are sent out internally to the students. So it's very difficult, and we understand that. We're doing our best to clean these up. But if you received anything along these lines, any of these type of emails, your options are either delete it, get in touch with the help desk, and you can call us. It's 774-330-4004. You can get the information on the website for the IT help desk. You can email helpdesk@capecod.edu. We'll figure out, we'll help you. We're here to help you figure out if these are legitimate emails you're getting, if they're spam emails. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you. So we understand the students are under a lot of stress as it is. Don't hesitate to call us. Don't hesitate to get in touch with us. and we'll figure this out. We'll get to the bottom of it. And Maureen, if you could go back to the first slide, if it's possible. This is from a company called KnowBe4 that we use here at the college for faculty and staff. It's technically a security awareness company, but they do a lot of training programs with phishing emails, and it's been very successful for our faculty and staff here. We're going to be, for President Cox and the CITO, we're going to be rolling this out in the future to students. It's a very good training. It lets you know what is a phishing email, what are the different types, what to look for. A lot of it keys off of this slide, but they're very simple, very short clips that you can go through, and it will really help you to recognize what are malicious emails. And these can do a lot of damage personally. If you give your credentials away, you give your password away, you can be in a lot of trouble. And along those lines, if you clicked on any of these and you've given any of your information, such as a password, change your password right away. Call us at the help desk, get in touch with us, and we can stop this. The best thing you do is change that password immediately. And that's about all I've got on this. If anybody's got any questions.
Have any questions?
It was actually explained very well. Thank you.
Thank you. It's difficult, and you know we know that the students here, we're so grateful. They're dedicated to moving ahead and moving on with their lives, and that they're coming here. I want everybody to know, call us. We will help you. We will drop everything to help you out and get you back online. And actually, I fell prey myself to one of these. It was the debit card scam. It was my wife's debit card. Somebody charged $300 on it at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. So we're just working through that. They're getting so sophisticated, all these things. But for us, we can help you with anything that involves your @capecod.edu account or any emails and communications back and forth to anyone here at the college. We're happy to help you and work through it.
Great. It's good.
Okay, seeing no questions. Chuck, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it. And, you know, for those of you that were listening as Chuck was speaking and you heard some of that background noise and you were thinking, wow, is Chuck in a dental office? There's actually a good deal of work in progress going on in the LaRusso building, doing some major renovations and updating some of the building envelope to improve as we continue to position the college for the future. So, you know, thanks for helping us out with that, Chuck.
My pleasure.
So next up, we have Asher Hamilton, who's going to give us an overview of where we are with our student clubs and activities, and also sort of a look into the student election process as we look to the point of selecting our student trustee to join us at the Board of Trustees.
Well, hello, my name is Asher. And before I get into telling you about what's happening, and it's pretty exciting in the Office of Student Engagement, let's spend a moment hearing from a student. Her name is Lindsay White, and she is the Vice President of the SGA right here at 4Cs.
Hi everyone, this is Lindsay White. Thank you for allowing me to do a video recording. I apologize for not being there with you guys today. So let me give you a brief update on what SGA is doing. So just as a reminder, our student trustee election is October 28th, and we have 5 students so far who are running for the student trustee, which is amazing. And all of SGA is looking forward to working with the student who gets elected. Caitlin Murata and I are also working with Professor Mark Forrest to finalize our student constitution. Along with our student constitution, Caitlin and I will be creating a video recording of our student trustee amendment presentation, and we're going to send that out to the legislators. Following that, we're going to then push for a virtual day at the State House. And hopefully we can get some conversations going of amending student trustee requirements from full-time to part-time. The third thing on our agenda, as we have divided and conquered our tasks, Austin Fearley and Sheila Vaughn are working on getting the SGA email and the associated Zoom account up and going, which I believe they have so far, and it's sga@capecod.edu. So if you want to reach out to us, please do that. They are also working on outreach to the student senators and club presidents to get them involved with student engagement and club enrollment. The all-student meeting will be held on October 26th, which is a Monday from 2 to 3 p.m. All students are urged to join. If they're taking 1 credit hour, they can come and vote, which is would be amazing to see, to have a high turnout with that. Along with that, we also are making a multicultural festival, which is up and coming in November. So we are planning the events and would like anyone who wants to participate, faculty or student, to reach out to Asher Hamilton, Caitlin Murata, or myself. And we can collaborate on committees and maybe get some joint club action going. We've had some people reach out to us already, so just hang tight and we're gonna get back to you when the time, probably within the next couple weeks. We're gonna get that ball moving for November. If anybody has any questions for SGA or needs to touch base with us, you can email myself, Caitlin, Asher, any of our advisors in the SGA account. So there's lots of ways to get a hold of us. And we look forward to working with you on the Multicultural Festival. And please keep supporting us with the Student Trustee Amendment. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Caitlin. Well, you know, Caitlin came to us as a student who really was looking for a way to engage. And engagement is so important because there's more to academics than just going to school. Uh-oh, I think did I lose someone here?
No.
Are you looking at my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
I don't see your screen.
Okay, let me go ahead and get back to screen share. Okay, let's see, share screen. And sometimes that happens. Okay, great. So we'll play from the start. The most important thing to student engagement here, and that's what we're here in this office to do, is to bring forward, which is intentional, belongingness. So if you look at the clubs, and we have some exciting clubs this semester, that's 50% of what we have here at 4Cs, what we have started. We're in a period where clubs are dying to get themselves registered, up and going, and that's what we're in the process of in the next few weeks. And as you can see, we have a wide variety of clubs. The top club, Dear Universe, one of the students here at 4Cs was so excited, wanted to start a club because they didn't see in this list and sea of clubs something that they thought was interesting. So they got the required number of students together and they started that club literally within 1 week. What does a club mean? It means when a student invests in 4Cs. So what do we have that's coming up that is extremely exciting? And it's putting us right into the center of a spotlight when we actually have a national election going on at the same time. We've got a special trustee election going on. The nominations close on the 14th, which is a Wednesday. We will have moderators to moderate none other than a debate right here at 4Cs. Moderators will meet the candidates on the 17th, which is a Saturday. We work around the clock. Debate prep happens on the 21st. Then we get right down to the actual debate itself, which is the 22nd. We get a second chance at this, a larger venue called a town hall. That occurs on the 26th. We have a trustee election on the 28th. Results on the 29th. What is so unique about this particular election this time around is we have a extreme diverse pool of candidates. 5 individuals from all walks of life representing really the diversity of 4Cs. Moderators, not everyone can run for the position of student trustee. So what we're asking for moderators. This is a way to really create project-based learning. Imagine seeing yourself in lights. We're in this Zoom modality. Imagine doing this with a larger room than where we are today. We're looking for those outgoing, infectious personalities. The new F word is fun, and that is what we're doing this semester. We're looking for moderators for a virtual election/debate, the town hall that I talked about earlier, meetups, they're happening right here in the Zoom modality. And not least, but just as important, virtual trivia, Zoom. So with that, I would like to say that we are doing a lot here to engage students. 4Cs. Engagement is something that we say, what is the opposite of engagement? It's disengagement. So how come a person could be disengaged? It's number one, when they're facing issues, COVID-19. Number 2, when they don't feel connected. Number 3, when they're afraid to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with these mistakes. We learn from them. That's what clubs allow the safety for happening right there. When they're apathetic. Now, what do number 2 and number 5 have in common? A lack of belongingness. That is what we're here to craft, to mold, and to create. A place where students can feel like they belong. So thank you. Questions? My name is Asher Hamilton. You can reach me at studentengagement@capecod.edu. I really look forward to hearing from you.
Asher, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just real quick, a call out to Caitlin and Lindsay. They've been very engaged in trying to rewrite the state legislation. The way the law is currently written, only full-time students are eligible to run as trustees, and they've recognized that 70% of our students are not at that 12 credit hours or above, and therefore they're not eligible to serve as a trustee. So they're working on rewriting the law to establish a more equitable means that the student body that we have is more qualified to run for office than the way the law is currently structured. And they've led the effort statewide. All of the community colleges and the state universities have been involved in the discussion. They've taken it to the State Board of Higher Education, and they took it to the State House. And pre-pandemic, we were almost ready to go live with a piece of legislation, but with the pandemic, things slowed up a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to resume. So we look forward to the upcoming debates, and we promise you there will be no flies in the debate room.
Thank you.
Christine, you want to give us a little overview of advising?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Cox, and great job, Asher and Chuck. Welcome 4Cs. I certainly hope that your fall semester is off to a great start. My name is Christy McCary. I am your Dean for Enrollment Management and Advising Services. So thank you for joining us today for the Student Forum. Please feel free to ask questions at the end, or you can always send us an email question. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So as you continue with your coursework this semester, there are a few reminders, advising is one of them, that I'd like to share with you. The first is about financial aid. Next year's financial application is available now. That means that you can start completing your financial aid application for next fall, today, tomorrow, in the near future. We understand that navigating financial aid can be tricky and sometimes very challenging. So I want to let you know that we're here to help you. You can reach out to our financial aid office. We can set up an appointment with you over Zoom, over the phone, to talk about financial aid, talk about your options that may be available to you. And I do want you to keep in mind that millions of dollars are out there for students, but you have to apply to see what you qualify for. It's free, so I encourage you to apply early, and most importantly, reach out if you need help. The second reminder is that I'm asking you to log into your campus web, check out your student account, make sure that you've taken care of your semester bill. What we don't want to see is any holds put on your account for an outstanding balance. And again, reach out to our business office if you need some help. Also, now is a great time to make sure that you've waived your health insurance, or if required, that you've submitted your immunization paperwork. Also, be sure to log into 4C's email regularly. That means daily or frequently throughout the week. We use the 4C's email account to communicate reminders to you, updates, important deadlines, so please be sure to check it frequently. Next is advising. Advising happens all the time here at 4C's, and I encourage you to check in with your academic advisor now. This is a great time to do that. It's early October, right before midterms. If you don't know who your advisor is, you can log on to Campus Web to pull up their contact information. You can also drop into our advising center Monday through Friday via Zoom. We have taken our advising center and created it virtually. You can drop in, ask questions to an advisor that's there, talk about the contact information for your current academic advisor, and we'll help answer any questions that you have. It's really important that you take the time to get to know your academic advisor here at 4C's. After all, they're here for you. Advisors help you establish your educational goals, they help you explore your transfer opportunities, and they really help you adjust to being a college student and navigating 4C's policies and procedures. But most importantly, advisors are here to get you on track and help you stay on track to complete your degree and to complete it on the time that works best for you. So I encourage you, reach out to your advisor, be proactive, take that first step. And if not, I'm sure they'll be in contact with you shortly if you haven't received an email from them yet. My next reminder is that you check out our academic support services. We have a variety of options available to help you succeed in college. Now is a real good time to take a look at tutoring or visit the math lab or meet with a librarian to talk about a research project that you're preparing to submit for the end of the semester. You can view all these support services as well as more information about advising on My 4Cs. So check that out today. And before you know it, spring will be virtually here. We are working on our schedule for the spring semester now. That will go live in a few weeks. So I remind you to check your financial aid, check your student account by logging into My 4Cs and Campus Web, check your email frequently, and most importantly, get to know your academic advisor and reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. We're here to help you. Thank you, Dr. Cox.
Thank you, Christine. Any questions for Christine? Dean McCary, thank you. Dr. Mara Weir, can you impart some insight on wellness and the food pantry and what will happen tomorrow?
I sure can. I just need to know, am I operating my slide or is someone else? But I only have one. All right, I'll grab it. I guess I'll grab it.
I think you can operate it.
I think so. I'll manage. All right. So hello, everyone. Dr. Mara is in the house. Nice to see some students here. How y'all doing? We're very excited this week because it is World Mental Health Day on Saturday, and we celebrated it yesterday at the campus. And we had about 15 students come on to our forum yesterday where they talked about mental health and what's going on with them. And, you know, we took some notes, and it seems like there's a lot of stress and worry out there and some anxiety about this semester and about online courses and about remote courses. So I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's okay to feel this way right now. There are so many changes happening and so many things going on really, really fast that the natural reaction from someone may be to have a little bit of stress or a little bit more panic than normal. So don't worry. We're here and we care and we want to help you. So all we need you to do is reach out, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. And we're doing pretty good with getting back to folks. And so what I want to just tell you quickly, if I can screen share this, I'm pulling up the slide now, is at the wellness office, we do something we call like wellness coaching. It's not counseling. I just wondered if whoever's doing the controls can let me screen share. And we do wellness coaching, not counseling, wellness coaching. So what happens is you might get, you know, something's going on, you're feeling some stress or you're feeling some anxiety, and you just need someone to talk to and not diagnose you, but just to talk to. You can Zoom with me, or you can email me and we can talk via email, or we could possibly even set up a call if we need to. Okay. And I just want to let you know that whatever way it happens, either on the computer or on the phone or through Zoom, the same thing will happen. I'll talk to you, we'll find out where you're at, and I'll start making some referrals for you if that's what you need. So wellness coaching, if I described it in 5 seconds, would be, what's the issue right now? How can I help you with it? And let's make a plan to get through it. Okay, that's kind of coaching. That's wellness coaching that we do. I check in on all your different wellness, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, academic, financial, and you let me know what's going on, and then I make some referrals with you or for you. And it's super easy and it's super helpful to students. We have a new intake form that's up online, folks. So if you go to your 4Cs, I guess it's 4Cs, like the page, the student wellness page. No, it's not even that. Christine, what is it? It's the planning.
Let me help you out here, Dr. Ware. You're going to log on
Thank
to My 4Cs, and there's a little box, and it says health and wellness. You're going to click that box, and that will take you to a student intake form. And it also has all of Dr. Ware's information, but it's that student intake form that will help get you an appointment to meet with the wellness office.
Perfect. Thank you. It just wasn't coming out. I don't know. Stressed out today, folks. So what happens is if you fill out the intake form, then it gets to my office. We figure out what's going on. We set up some wellness coaching, and then I can make referrals. Sometimes we make on-campus referrals to tutoring, to mentoring, to coaches and mentors, to the disability center. Other times we make off-campus referrals, maybe to a counselor or a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or maybe even just a medical doctor. We can help you navigate that. We also have some really cool stuff new last year. Our students love it. I mean, they absolutely love peer-to-peer support. So we have a new app called Talk Campus. I don't know if you've heard of it yet, but our students are absolutely digging it. I don't know why, but we've got a lot of students logging on. You can connect with anyone around the world, Japan, China, I don't know, Australia, the Philippines. You can come back over to California, meet someone from Texas. And basically, it's college students feeling anxiety, feeling stress, looking for someone to talk to, and people reaching out. And it's not counselors, it's not clinicians, it's peer-to-peer networking. So you can meet some folks on that. Download the app today, folks. If you have your phone with you, I strongly suggest you download the app. It's called Talk Campus. The other thing that we have is if you don't want to talk to me, it's okay. I can handle it. If you don't want to talk to your peers, that's okay too. But if you go on to the Student Wellness webpage, you could do like a self-evaluation through U Lifeline. That's what it's called, U Lifeline. It's right there on the page. You fill out a little questionnaire. It repeats back to you what you said, and then might tell you, maybe there's some anxiety here. Perhaps you should talk to someone. And that's when you should go, Mara, I just filled out this thing and they told me that I have some anxiety. I need an appointment quick. And that's what I'll do for you. The other one is called the Stress and Depression Questionnaire. And this week is also National Depression Screening Day. And so we're encouraging students to fill that out. It's called the Stress and Depression Screening Questionnaire, and it's on the wellness page. You just click the link and it brings you right there. You make a username, you get your own password. I don't even know it's you. You could call yourself Superman 2020, and I don't know who it is. It's all good. I just write back to you anonymously, and people love it. We have a conversation through this anonymous email chat. Well, it's not even email, but it's really good. And then if you decide you might want to talk in person, we can do a Zoom call, but you don't have to. The 4C's food pantry is open. Yay, yay. Okay. Very exciting stuff. Our students love it. The hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 to 1. And here's my thought on this, folks. If we don't use it, we're going to lose it. And every single student, faculty, or staff member on this campus can go in and get one bag of food a week. So please, if money's an issue or if you're struggling a wee bit, don't worry about it. We've got you covered. Go to our food pantry, check it out, and they'll be happy to make you up a bag. Now, you can't go into the food pantry, but we will have someone make the list for you, and then they'll bring it out to your car, okay? And with that, we have something awesome happening right now, this Farm to Families program. And I think the first week was just now, and they gave us some boxes of food, and it's so helpful because you can get your non-perishables from the food pantry, like tinned of boxes of cereal, oatmeal, whatever, and then you can get this 32-pound box of perishable items with eggs, butter, potatoes. You need to have those potatoes, folks. Vegetables, some meat in there, and things like that. So you can bring home a full meal for yourselves and your families for a week if you pick up the two of them on the same day. Saturdays is the day for Farm to Families in the parking lot, okay? The food pantry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 to 1. Folks, we need to know what you need so we can help you. We're here for you. We care. So please reach out, tell us what you need, and we'll do our very best to help you get through this semester successfully and stay in college and make a better life for yourself. We are here. That's all I got.
Dr. Mara, that's a lot.
I know, but it's
Wow.
really important. It's really important.
Wow, wow, wow. Any questions for Dr. Mara? And the Farms to Families food, that's Saturdays throughout the month of October.
Awesome.
Hope to see you on Saturday between 9 and 1. Okay, on that note, Tammy Jacobson, let's talk about digital badging.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tammy Jacobson. I'm the Director of Workforce Development and Training at Cape Cod Community College. You may not hear of me as often as you do other individuals at the college, but I have one of my team members on here with me as well. Her name is Danielle Dupuis. And we have launched a new initiative for non-credit and credit students to participate in. It's a digital badge program. So I'm going to share my screen with you all so you can see that. All right. So we have a new program. It's a sort of these micro credentials, if you've ever heard of those before. They're stackable. They're to help you with your career, to help you with your resume, to help you obtain maybe a higher position within your employment as well. A digital badge, if you're not familiar with it, it's a visual representation of skills or knowledge that you've gained. So we have 4 of them that we're offering at the college. The first one launches in November, Our first one is intercultural fluency. Our second one is resilience. And then we'll be offering an initiative badge and a collaboration badge in January. The best part about these badges is that anyone can earn a digital badge. You can be a current student, an individual in the community. You could be someone with an employer. We have several employers that are going to be taking part in these badges with us and sending their employees. So it's a great opportunity for students at the college to participate in some of this programming. We have more information on the website at capecod.edu/badges. But in addition to the badges that we're offering, they do cost a minimal amount, but we are offering a promotion to 4C students. So any credit student that is interested in participating in one of the badge programs, you actually get a $50 percentage off. So if they're usually about $149, they'd be $99 a badge if you're interested. And then we also have an opportunity for a bundle as well, where you can, if you take part in all 4 badges, you get them for even a little bit less than that. They're about $93 a badge. So we're really excited about this. This is something that we hope, it's a way that we're integrating the non-credit division with the credit students as well, and it'd be a really great opportunity for you all if you're interested in networking with individuals that are working at different employers, because they'll be participating in the badges as well. Danielle, would you like to add anything?
Sure. I'm Danielle. I am the program coordinator for corporate education. So I'm working with a lot of the employers on the digital badge programs available. And I just wanted to echo the fact that these are self-paced programs. So that's really helpful in alignment with your studies. So it's a thing that you can do on your own time. And aside from 2 to 3 live Zoom sessions that we're going to have over the course of the program. So we'll launch the program on the first day, and we will introduce you to the facilitator and the rest of those students that are participating in the program with you. We may have a midpoint check-in, and we'll do a wrap-up session at the end. And then also, we're going to be determining those dates and times next week. So just be on the lookout for more. And again, save that link, www.capecod.edu/badges, and that will have the most up-to-date information for you, as well as the bundle packages. If you, for some reason, forget the promo code, that's again for credit students only. So just reach out to one of us. I'll put Tammy and myself in the chat with our emails, so then you can just let us know if you're interested in that portion of the program.
Thank you. Any questions for Tammy or Danielle? All right. Now I'd like to introduce Vice President Arlene Rodriguez. And Dr. Rodriguez, as we start, can you just sort of give us a snapshot, high-level view of where instruction will be for spring semester 2021?
Absolutely, President Cox. Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you all, and I'm thankful that you made it to today's forum. So as we begin this semester, you know, we've chosen to keep everyone safe. Our classes are online, hybrid, and remote. At our last forum, I went through what hybrid, online, and remote means, and hopefully that was informative to you. For the spring semester, we will be offering courses in the same format, online, hybrid, and remote as well. So just as we ended the spring semester and just as we're doing in the fall semester, we will be doing the same for spring 2021 classes. This is in order to maintain everyone safe. We still do not have a vaccine for the coronavirus, and we want to make sure that everyone remains safe but is able to continue their education here at Cape Cod Community College. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to contact me or to contact President Cox, and we will be able to guide you through that as well. So in line with this, I do want to say that many of you may be coming onto campus as part of a hybrid class. Some of you may be taking a science class where your lab is on campus, or you're in the Certified Nursing Assistant program or Dental Hygiene program, and you come onto campus to do your simulation labs. Just as a reminder, we want to make sure everyone stays safe. Please wear your masks throughout your time here at 4Cs. So when you get out of your car or get out of the bus, please make sure that you have your mask handy. And if you have a break in between your lab or in between your simulation lab, please make sure to keep your mask on as you socialize. We want to make sure everyone remains safe so that you can continue your studies and achieve the goal that you've come here to 4Cs to do. In line again with this, I just want to mention that back in August, there was a governor's order indicating that in higher education, students are required to get their flu shots. So if some of you may already be receiving notices from Shelley Thompson indicating this, that you have to get your flu shot by the end of the calendar year. It's a very specific group of students who have to get their flu shot. So if you're full-time under 30, you will need to get a flu shot. And if you're in the health science program, whether you're full-time or part-time, you will need to get a flu shot. There are many areas throughout the Cape and Islands and Plymouth and Wareham where you can get a flu shot. We will be hosting a flu shot clinic here on campus at the end of October. That is going to be offered by the Barnstable County Public Health Department, and our very own nursing students will be hosting and offering the flu shots as they have done in past years. So we will actually be offering several of them. Our first one will be at the end of October. We want to make sure that all of you who need a flu shot receive that flu shot, but also, again, keeping our communities healthy. We want to make sure that you continue your studies here. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, but please be on the lookout for any emails from Shelley Thompson to make sure that you have that information regarding the flu shots. And those need to be done, they are due by December 31st. By the end of the calendar year, you need to get your flu shot and share it with the college so that we have that documented. So I know several of you have asked about space on campus to perhaps do some studying, perhaps do some work. Some of you have come onto campus to take a final exam, to take an exam that may be proctored. I'm wondering if Tim Gerolami, Director of the Library, would be able to speak a bit to how a student can reserve some space in the library in order to do that. Tim?
Sure. So there's a couple things. If you want to study or use a computer or print, you can make appointments to do that. And where you would do that is you would email refdesk@capecod.edu. If you look at, I don't know if I have the capability to share screens. I do. So I can actually show you on the webpage where all this information is located, I guess. But on our webpage, our hours are there. And I'm just going to maybe do that as like a visual aid. If you go to the library's webpage and the college webpage, you'll see our hours. So we're open 8 to 4 for those appointments on Mondays and Thursdays. We're open Tuesdays and Wednesdays 4 to 8. So that's if you need to study or use a computer or use a printer. You can make a 2-hour appointment. You just email RefDesk. You tell us what time you're going to arrive. If the library has space after your 2 hours, you could stay an extra 2 hours if there isn't other people waiting to use our space. But typically it's a 2-hour appointment. When you get here, you're going to want to call this number 774-330-4480 to be let into the library. So and if you are on campus taking a course and that day you happen to have some time, you want to see if the library is available, you can come to the library on these days, these hours. You can come and call us and we'll let you in if there's space. And so far we've done pretty well. We haven't we haven't run out of space yet. So definitely it's an option. If you have a class that meets on Zoom right before a hybrid class, you can also contact me about maybe scheduling space to use the library for that, to Zoom. I think we have a few people who do that already. And definitely you're going to want to email either RefDesk or tgerolami at capecod.edu to schedule that time. And as far as Proctor Free, we did have one student or two students who have taken a test here. That's another thing where during these hours, if you're going to take a test and not talk, you know, you could just schedule that time for sure, you know, come in with your laptop. If it's outside of these hours, I would definitely need to know, because outside of these hours, we have to make sure we have somebody there. We're not always there those other hours. So, long story short, if you want to come in and use the library, email refdesk@capecod.edu. And when you get here for these hours, and then when you get here, you dial that number and we'll let you in. I have had somebody report to me that they came in and they left, came to get an ID made, and they left and they hadn't checked with us. They just saw that the door was locked. So just be aware, the doors, like everywhere else at campus, they're going to be locked. So even if you have an appointment, you got to let us know so we can let you in. Okay.
Great, thank you, Tim. Tim had mentioned students taking exams on Proctor Free. That is our online service for exams. Sometimes you may have a laptop that doesn't have a camera. We do have a webcam loaner program, so please, if your laptop does not have a camera and you need one because you're taking an exam online, please let me know. Contact your faculty member. They will contact me. And special thanks to Chuck and the IT department for running that program for us. I know several of you have already borrowed a webcam in order to take your exams. And last but not least, I do want to thank those of you who made it to our very first intentional critical conversation yesterday, where we had Chief Bobby Barrows from Bunker Hill Community College speak about his father, and who was served 20 years in prison for a crime he did not commit, and talked about his own career in law enforcement. Very powerful story, and I'm very thankful that he was able to spend time with us yesterday. Our next critical conversation will be October 27th from 2 to 3:30, and the Reverend Andy Taylor from St. David's Episcopal Church in Yarmouth will be speaking, and she'll be speaking about reflection, healing, and looking forward during turbulent times. So please join us for that conversation. We promise it will be as dynamic as yesterday's conversation was. We appreciate your support for this program, and we appreciate that you've taken the time to make Cape Cod Community the place where you can start your powerful future. Please do feel to contact us if you have any questions. President Cox?
Thank you, Arlene. Thank you, Tim. Very informative. So this is our moment for some audience interaction. So this is where you get to, some of you may get to raise your hands. How many people were around in November of last year? Remember that time, pre-pandemic? How many people were on campus in November? Okay, remember anything about November? Some special lunches that we had, those autumn feast things. Remember that, huh? I see Yvette remembers that. I see some movement over there, and Patrick's still landing aircraft, but we'll let him go with that. Okay, well, the point here is that we're trying to evolve a little bit with our autumn feast and how we do it in a pandemic mode. So I would tell you this at this moment, mark your calendars, pencil it in for Thursday, November 5th, and potentially the 6th, although we're not sure if we'll do it for 2 days, but at least the 5th. We're working on doing some curbside delivery of a autumn feast for students, faculty, and staff. More details will be forthcoming, but start to think about it. It'll be an interesting week to have a free autumn feast. Okay, now I do see, did we get a question on the email, Maureen?
Yes, we did. We received one question from Paul Terry, which was actually addressed by VP Rodriguez, but I will read it out aloud. Mr. President, how would the spring semester play out? Are we going to be able to get back to campus or continue the virtual campus?
Okay, so I think we, as well as most of the rest of the country, will be in a somewhat similar boat as we continue to navigate the pandemic and wait until we get the virus under management.
And feel free to write any question in the chat box, which I'm monitoring, or you can raise your hand and ask.
Any other questions as we sit here and stare at each other, wondering who will be next to ask the question? We get bonus points and extra credit. We could play Stump the VP.
Looks like Dean McCarron has an announcement.
Okay, please, Dean McCarron.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say that we have a fun event coming up on Thursday, October 21st. And we're going to be launching what's called the Bigger Boat Visiting Writers Series. And so it's going to involve students and the entire Cape Cod community. And so what we're going to do is students here, if you're interested in being in the Creative Writing Club, the Creative Writing Club and the Language and Literature Department are co-sponsoring this series. So each month we're going to have a visiting writer who will visit Rebecca Griffin's creative writing class, then hop over to the Creative Writing Club and do activities and talk about what it means to be a published author. And then at night from 6:30 to 7:30, we're going to have a reading that will be available on Zoom. And so on the 21st, we will have students who will be reading haiku that they wrote. And then we'll be having Chris L. Terry, who is a famous author who wrote a novel called Black Card, which was the NPR Book of the Year in 2019. And so it's called Hilariously Searing, and it's about a mixed race punk bassist who has an imaginary friend. So it's going to be a fun reading, and we're also going to have a couple of trivia questions, and whoever gets them right is going to get some of Chris Terry's books. So we will be sending out the notice, and you can pre-register, and you can also buy the book in advance. And then next month we're having a poet, and then we're having another one in December, and we're having 4 more next semester. So we're really looking forward to this event, and we hope, so students, the Creative Writing Club just started yesterday. So if you're interested, contact Tom Schaefer, I'll put it in the chat, tschaefer@capecod.edu, and he's looking for more members.
Thank you. Good, 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 good.
I do have a question that came in from Max Kennedy to Chuck. He wrote, I sent an email back to the Fisher. No personal information, but still sent one back. Should I be worried at all, or am I all right since I sent no personal information?
Yes, as long as you didn't send any personal information, you should be good. If you didn't put in any passwords, you didn't put in any credit card info, anything that could be used. A lot of people actually did that. They went through the first step, but they didn't give away personal information, which was really good. And then they reported it in that phishing link, which was also nice. I think they should be fine at that point. But if that individual wants to get in touch with me, they can email me at cphelan@capecod.edu, and I'd be happy to give them a call and work with them.
Nice.
Great, thank you.
I did forget, Maureen, while we're on, there was one last slide. I did want to show this along with the know before. Is there any way I can share my screen, or should I have you? I can share my screen and show it if you want.
Do you?
Yeah, if you could go to the very last one. It was the one with the links in it. Thank you very much for doing this. This one. This one, I know Rick the CITO had put out the email about if you're an Xfinity customer, you can get antivirus products free. We use Sophos here a lot on the server, and it's a very good antivirus company. This link, you can go to Sophos and just type in free tools, You can get free antivirus for either your Windows PC or for a Mac. It's very good. And such as these individuals that think they may have been compromised, they also have a virus removal utility, which is awesome and very simple to use. Second one was one I found just recently. This is the it's Cornell University. They have what's called a fishbowl with a lot of the alerts. And they actually, if you can go through and they'll show you what the emails came through as, what they mean. And they actually had this one, the one we got about the advertising and rugby. And they also had another one about login pages, which was, Maureen, can you click on that one, the Cornell one? Is that okay, Dr. Cox, if we go to that one?
Oh, please.
All right. This one's very good, and anyone can go to this. They leave it wide open. Do you want me to, Maureen, you want me to share my screen and do it?
Sure.
Right. Okay, it won't let me. There we go.
You should be good.
All right. So let's do this. If I go on, it was the links, and this one here specifically. If I can pull it up. I have my second screen, I'm sorry, hold on. There we go. And this one's very good. It's just a simple listing. They have, it's nice because it's time-stamped on the latest ones they've received. Ours, the one we got was basically this one here, part-time job. They were receiving it back in August, so they were a bit ahead of us. But anyone can go to this, students, faculty, staff. Interesting, the one to really look out for is this. As we have Office 365, we have the single sign-on. This is a fake one. If anyone gets anything that says change your password, Office 365, anything like that, please don't click on it. Do not put your credentials in it. It's a fake one. And that you can give away your credentials with. There's a lot of that going around. You just need to be especially vigilant. And once again, contact us. We're happy to walk you through any of these and help you out before you give away any personal information. Thank you again.
Thanks, Chuck. Very informative. All right. Well, seeing no additional questions, and want to be respectful of everyone's time. I appreciate everyone for being here. If you have additional questions, feel free to reach out at president@capecod.edu, and we do respond to everything that we receive. So let us know if you have a question or a concern. All the best with the semester, and keep pushing along. And don't forget to vote.
Don't forget to vote.
Thank you.